Orbital. God whatever. Hey everyone, it's me. Leo.
The picture is so stupid.
Hey. Okay. Hey everyone, it's me, Leo Young, with the Frontier Crew, and welcome to the Frontier Podcast, episode 3030. Hey, what's good? I don't know.
Peanut butter.
Shut your ass.
And with me, I have the usual crew. Actually, I'm gonna go see if I can locate some others. But with me, I have Apple Fan Jack.
You hear this man? He said he doesn't like us anymore.
Damn.
Orbital Spirit.
I'm gonna bring it back to. I'm gonna throw back Tuesday. It's me, Orbital.
What the fuck are you saying?
Throw back to this Monday.
I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna throw.
Oh wait, it's Monday. Oh,
It's Monday, number one. Number two, you didn't even finish your sentence.
it's me.
Thursday's Thanksgiving, my dude.
Well,
You didn't wish anyone a good
And Kid
Thanksgiving?
Yo.
That reminds me! Happy Thanksgiving. Whenever this video comes out, it's probably going to be Thanksgiving. So when you're listening to this video while you're sitting at the table with your uncle touching your leg, even though you don't
Wait.
want him to be doing that, and you're like, man, I got
Wait.
something to put my mind on, you can open our podcast and listen to episode 30 right now.
wait, hold up.
Remember,
said-
if you don't like it, you gotta scream loud enough.
Nigga,
Wait.
this man said Happy Thanksgiving. He didn't say Saturday Thanksgiving
Right.
Man,
because
fuck
you know
Have
y'all
a-
know the history of Thanksgiving.
Look who's talking.
I don't.
Orbital Spirit.
Thanksgiving.
Orbital Spirit. Talking about the sadness of Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Oh
so
yeah. Oh
So-
yeah.
You hear a wink, it's like, oh yeah.
there's
Look who's in the hot seat now.
there was this event called Doomsday
What the fuck is going on?
on in 1682 Thanksgiving
what?
Day. The Native American saw Christopher Columbus saw the ocean blue from their telescope,
That's not even
And
right.
and they were like, "Oh shit, let's party!" And then they danced the night. And then Christopher Columbus came. He was like, "They got the dancing fever. Let's kill them." And they gunned them down on Thanksgiving Day. The end.
That's a horrible cover-up story, Orbital.
They really.
We made it before Chris took their binoculars out. Ayo! And they danced the night away.
What the fuck?
This is
Hey
what we,
yo,
this is what we deal with.
Then Columbus was like, nah. I
Nah,
like the way they dance.
nah, son, we just got rid of them Negroes. Get them.
Like, bro, what?
This is what we
which
deal
is
with.
which is a pun for Thanksgiving, but it's like thanks for killing.
I don't.
Shut your ass.
So tonight we have two topics. By the way, sorry we've been late. You know, because of the
It's all Orbital's fault.
because of the 1 hour difference. We took 3 weeks off. You know how that works. You know how that is.
So-
You
No. Pick up. Get
You
up.
gotta adjust. Exactly.
You gotta adjust.
Adjust.
It ain't easy. How does it work that okay, instead of 5 o'clock, it's now 4 o'clock, but the sun disappears at 9 in the morning? Doesn't make sense, but it's just how scientists works, and so us as basic humans must follow the rule of man. Am I right?
I'm still trying to adjust. You know, I'm supposed to be asleep right now.
Are you really?
No.
I'm about to say it's 8 o'clock over there. Oh.
But yeah. So we have
Over where?
two quick topics that we're gonna go over, because you know, like I said, happy Thanksgiving. We hope you guys are enjoying the podcast so far. What little we've said. So it's actually mainly about social media. Surprisingly, I know, right? Social media from us, the guys who you know, don't get shit done. So
Yay!
It's talking to you, Orbital.
Right off the bat.
I get shit done.
we are gonna hop on Instagram's dick because, as you all know, Instagram a week ago implemented this system where they remove likes, or remove the ability for people to see likes or how many likes that a post gets. Now, the CEO of Instagram, I was gonna say Jeff Bezos, but that's Amazon.
That's an NBA.
That's an NBA player. And what he said was simply, "Oh, the reason we remove likes is, for the social health of people." And we'll get into that in a second, but I've actually seen like likes
What it
removed.
looks like.
No, I've seen likes removed. You know how you follow an Instagrammer and they show like someone else's post? I'll see
Yeah.
someone else's post and I'll see that there's no likes there. And I'm like, okay, so that's how it looks. And it's kind of weird. At the same time, it's like, I think you're able to see if people that you follow, you're able to see
No,
if they
you
like
can.
it
You
too.
can. Only the people that you follow.
Yeah, you can see that
their
they
likes.
liked, but even then,
But it's like
a couple.
yeah, it's
So-
like Kid Blur and others.
Oof.
This nigga. It's like Kid Blur and others liked or something like that. Liked
Yeah.
by.
Yeah. So right off the bat, I'm going to ask each and everyone here about their opinion on this whole, the whole like thing, the whole fact that likes are being
So-
removed. Even Jump It Note one by one, Van, you, Cucumber, and then Wicked.
Cumber.
So
I'm Chimchar.
Van, would you like to? Actually,
Pass it
first
down to me.
I'll start. So how I feel about this whole, it's for
Goddamn it.
the mental health of people. I somewhat agree, because it's like, oh, you hear the story of all these people like doing all these things. They feel bad because they look at like someone like Sam Colder or Creative Ryan or Como, people that I follow, and they look at, these are quote unquote influencers, and they look at their content and they're like, man, I'll never be able to go to India, which you never want to. I'll never be able to go to Bali. Wait, that's
You
also
can't. You
India.
can't.
I'll never
you
want to
can't
go
say
to.
this.
I'll never be able to go to these places because I'm not at their level. But at the same time, it's like it took these people a while to get to that level. So it's that whole. It's a strange mindset. Is I want to be where they are now, even though it took those people a couple of years to get there. So that's personally how I feel. I agree that it has a little bit to do with the mindset of the users of Instagram, but I don't know. Apathy and Jack, what's your thoughts, brother?
I like to toss this term a lot, this phrase around a lot. That I'm on the fence, and I am for this particular subject, because I like to believe that it's good for social health, mental health, or whatever the hell, your self-esteem, online. But at the same time, I feel like it's probably not even likes that are the big problem. It's just what people are influenced by. Like if you're, a depressive person and you're following, big fancy or snooty or rich people, I think that feeling's kind of gonna linger anyway, regardless of how many likes they get, because that's at the end of the day, you're still gonna like, or at least not me, or maybe not you guys, but said subject is probably gonna be looking at it like, oh yeah, they have all this, and I don't have anything to show for it. So I mean, I think that's just a matter of what you consume in social medias, but I do kind of get it that at the same time, like say you post a picture and you put hashtags on it, you throw like a filter on it or whatever the hell you want to, and it still doesn't get likes, then yeah, you'd probably like, your self-esteem would probably take a hit.
Yeah, that justification of being a post in that. Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, sometimes I feel like the like is just such a minor thing. Maybe not to some people, but like, say you're just like scrolling through Instagram, you want to show appreciation for something, you gotta, you just want to like it. Like whether it's art, maybe a piece of photography, maybe someone's, posted, birth pictures or something. Not birth pictures, but like, something ceremonious. You want to show appreciation for that, and now the person can't see it, or maybe now you can't like it, period. So like maybe another thing is that maybe it'll get people out there trying to communicate like, oh hey, I like this, good job on that. Maybe it'll get people to reach out more instead of just liking and then swiping it away. But like I said, I'm on the fence because I don't know just yet how big of an impact it's gonna have on anybody. But I do kind of get it where they're coming from, but I don't know if it's that big of a deal. Because like I said, it just depends on what the people on the platform are using the platform for. Like whether or not they're consuming rich people or memes or whatever it is, you know. At the end of the day, if you're a depressed person and you keep surrounding yourself with things that make you feel negative, that's just kind of a thing on you and not the platform itself, I think. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I don't know quite yet how it's gonna end up, but because I've heard that a lot of people are angry about it because they're like, well, this is stupid. So I mean, there's a lot of people saying it's stupid. There's a lot of people that also think it might be helpful. I'm still on the fence. I haven't quite made up my mind yet on it.
On the fence. I'll tell you who else is on the fence.
Don't say it.
I'm not because actually
Who's on the fence?
He's bad at transition. Just tell your thoughts, Orby.
Instagram. I feel like it's gonna be good because it's gonna help creatives, but it's not gonna help like just. Actually, it might. It's not gonna help thoughts either. I mean, it's not gonna help thoughts. Like, e-girls.
Well, don't forget that's also the reason they moved to like OnlyFans and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well,
So
because
Instagram was already like cracking down on them.
because they could show like their business partners how many likes they get. Like, hey, look how many likes I get.
Yeah, you can.
But
See,
now,
You know,
I mean, you can still do it if you screenshot and then send it to somebody. Different because it's not gonna be just easily accessible for the business person to go on your page.
another thing adding to that, now that you've made me realize, it's like now we won't, now we won't just like things that shouldn't be on the platform. Like
Yeah.
maybe people will stop posting random shit that doesn't even belong on Instagram, like worthless ads that lead you to like trashy
yeah.
content or trashy, products. Maybe now you're just gonna, because you gotta remember a whole bunch of people were like deleted because they were basking in the money they got from fake promotions and sponsors that didn't mean anything, and they were just stealing people's money.
Hopefully, it does lead to more comments on posts. It's like, hey, I really like this or something, instead of a like and then going on.
Yeah.
I just want to see what it looks like mass
I'm
scale
curious to
globally.
see it. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, but like I said, I'm eager to see what the hell it does, because the like to me is whatever. If
Are they
I'm
keeping
of
the
it.
Are they keeping the views or
Well,
no?
the thing about views is you can't see who the hell viewed anyway.
But it still shows the number. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna keep it.
Well, they just said likes so far, so
So I think they're gonna the e-girls or anybody that's doing that kind of stuff are gonna be like, you know what?
Different. Because the thing about views is you don't even have to like really tap or look at the video. Like every time I'm on Twitter, for example, or on YouTube, like views will go up. Like no matter how many times, like an individual person could look at a video 10 times and it'll reflect.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But you can only have one individual like per person.
What about
That's
you,
a little
Wicked?
different.
I heard some static or whatever that is on your end, Blur.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, don't wait for me.
You can.
I agree. Well, to basically bounce off of what Blur was, I do feel bad for those folks out in places like LA and who are like up and coming, trying to be essentially social media influencers. That,
Hate that.
but I do agree that obviously it's going to take you a good couple of years, but at the very least, before they would have been able to grind for that, whereas now, without the whole hidden likes thing going on, like it's going to be a lot harder for them. But in terms of whether or not this is a good thing, like any new idea, any new concept, it's got its good and its bad. Like for example, One of the cons, again, it's going to be harder for up and coming influencers and Instagram models. They're going to take a huge hit. I don't know what the fuck they going to do.
No,
Honestly.
if they already have a big enough following,
I'm
they're
s-
okay.
Most of them,
I'm gonna say
yeah.
like that one thing Raiku did say though. It like I said, we both said. I guess I don't know how to fucking word this. If you're a female or a male and you're showing your body off, you don't have to like show the likes. It's like you have that fan base. They're there for that specific reason. So,
Yeah.
They know why they're there.
yeah, that
I
one
don't know.
like showing off your I don't know your start off podcast. That one's a little difficult to show off, but if like you've already had this whole fan base, if you're Jessica Negri or someone like that, it's like we already know that you have the likes. If you're a attractive female, even a female, and you're showing off enough of your body, even as an attractive male, and you're showing off enough of your body, we don't have to see your likes to know that you're winning. Like even for people like James Charles, because like once you've already had that status, you don't need to really
Need it.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Get in.
Well, on the other side of it, I do agree that before a lot of people did put a whole lot of focus on likes for some stupid ass reason, but now I feel like it has like to do with maturity because I haven't known anybody who really put a bunch of emphasis on how many likes they got on Instagram since fucking high school. You feel me? Like, it's childish, honestly. And you know, for those of you high school students who are listening to this, then I'm sorry, but not really because you know, fuck high school. But don't get me wrong, you still need to graduate. But entirely besides the point. But I mean, yeah, it's just the whole idea of you got X likes of fucking on your picture or your video or whatever. You know, that automatically means that you're popular. Just stupid. It's fucking dumb. I remember when people used to get in whole entire arguments back in high school, and one of the arguing points would be, "I get more likes on Instagram than you." Like that was an
Oh, yeah.
actual.
That's still a thing. They're like
Yeah.
your
It's
profile is
fucking-
private,
Fucking
so you must be
retarded.
ugly.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I must be a lot older than a lot of y'all because I don't think Instagram was a thing back when I was in high school. Like it didn't reach us. I didn't learn
It-
about
it
it until
was-
like
it
12th
wasn't-
grade.
it
Nice.
It was a
would hear
thing, but
about
it's
it,
like
'cause
I don't really have one. I don't really
Yeah,
use it.
I didn't have like a phone back like.
This man,
Well, I didn't really fuck around with like
Right.
social media. So I was like, I wonder why everyone makes this a big fucking deal.
while they were on the internet, fucking posting pictures, I was playing DC.
Yeah.
Facts.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
I mean, I was doing both.
Shut your ass up, you hybrid.
Because I mean, I first got Instagram back when I was in fucking middle school, though. So it's like, I don't know.
All
Like,
the social media I know was like
That's it.
Kick. That's the only social media.
You know,
I
social media I
had
knew
kids, I
was.
had Vine, I had fucking. Well, it took me a minute to get Snapchat, but I finally got that. And so I don't know. The whole likes thing is just really fucking stupid to me. To this day, I didn't get Twitter or Facebook until a couple years ago. The rest of those, that's what the fuck I got. But
All I had back then was a Facebook, and I didn't use it. Like
Yeah, that's-
Instagram, I only got it like 5 years ago tops. That's about it.
I think I got Instagram.
Then
about-
everything else too.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Like then, I didn't really start using it. I was like, oh, let me just go post the same shit that everyone else posts.
Actually,
selfies.
I'm gonna look at the first post I liked, and that's when I joined.
You liked?
Yeah.
Why not the first? Okay.
He about to be gone for a minute. is what I'm hearing.
I'm like the first like, goddamn.
Yeah, I mean,
The first post I ever liked.
Did you create like a account and then you liked one post and you're like, I'm gonna make another account? Is that
No.
how this works?
the Instagram I'm using right now is the.
What if that account, that first like you liked, doesn't exist?
I know it was like a pair of Nike shoes because I wanted to be cool. Like I made my account and I was like, I should like something cool because then I'll look cool.
Everybody's like you.
Yeah, I just put like it and I was like, I don't
I guess that has that mentality that Orville just said is like, ah man, I'm gonna go like something cool so my friends can see that I liked it. It's like,
Yeah.
that's a weird mentality.
That's how it was when I was like, now I really don't care.
I remember like a year ago, I went just back to like Facebook because I hadn't used it in like ages. I looked at my old messages and I was like, damn, I really try to look cool in front of
Yes,
people.
I hate it. I hate my younger self because it's just like,
I looked at
dude,
my messages. I was like,
On
wow,
Instagram?
what the fuck?
on Facebook.
On
Yeah.
Facebook, but then like 5 years ago too on Instagram, I was like, god damn, I don't even have my old one because I deleted like 3. This is my 4th account. So I went through a couple before I got this one.
Okay, I try.
I do like the fact that they deleted the activity tab.
Oh
Yeah. Because why the fuck do all my followers?
Yeah, like see what I like and stuff.
I
Oh,
was
you like-
upset when I saw that. I was like, man, I can't actually judge you guys on what you like. My favorite
You wanna
thing
judge
though
me? You go
was,
to
What's
Twitter.
Twitter's for now?
You go to Twitter, bro.
Yeah, go to
nah,
Twitter for
see, the
that.
thing about Twitter is like you guys are still like shady about it. You all make different accounts on Twitter so you can like
Oh yeah.
You goddamn right I do.
exactly. But on
I don't want
Instagram
to
is
see
like
it.
for some reason on Instagram people are like, shit, what was that nigga's name again? You know, I'm gonna just say on my account. Nobody can see. My favorite thing was 20 of my friends were like, what is the activity tab? It's like, oh, it's that thing I used to like see that you like feet.
Yeah. See that
Nothing
you.
wrong with feet,
Yeah.
but it's like I saw that you were liking them, and the weird thing was you was liking them on your personal page. Huh? What? Well, no,
It's
no,
just,
you're
it's just
lying
the
to
fact
me.
that people can see that you what you liked and it's like, come on now.
If you like feet, just saying, nothing wrong
That's
with it.
that's
I don't
your
like-
ruining relationships and shit.
I mean, no, you can be secretive. That's fucked up. That's the only part that's
Yeah, I
that's
was like,
just
yeah.
like you can't.
Somebody made it a meme. It was like, haha, now we can cheat, guys.
Yeah, maybe say they should
I find that interesting.
an option.
No,
to
I
turn
find
it
that
on.
interesting. People are alright with hiding what they like, but people are not alright with hiding the likes.
Yeah,
That is weird because if someone happens to scroll past something that you have liked, because if you start liking enough stuff in a certain niche and you go to follow to like the follow page to go find an account, it goes like, oh, this follow these people because this specific person is in this type of
Oh,
niche. It's
yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know Luna liked furries. Okay.
do y'all see the people that I follow when it pops up?
You just got e-girls, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of e-girls,
Yeah.
but not because I like these e-girls. It's just
Shut your ass.
You sound like Gold, not because I like them. It's just I want them.
they look good.
It's like, I want to look like that.
So I I want I don't want I don't want to look like them. I'm gonna tell my friends that it's like, why you following all these girls? Like, I want to look like them. I don't want to be them.
I don't want to be with them. I want to look like that.
I want to have
That's
that
good.
type of
That's
confidence
good.
that they got. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go back a little bit on the Instagram. This is the part that people that I like. So as a freelancer and someone who likes to tear down businesses and shit, one of the things I know for a fact is that there is the definite possibility that the CEO is lying. It has zero to do with your mental health. We don't care about your mental health. It
Yeah.
all involves the likes. Now you see the importance is without your likes, as Orbital says, what a person or a company will have to do, a brand will have to do, is if they find interest in you, they will have to get you to screenshot your analytics, your data metrics. If they see that you are not matched up, they will not work with you. Now that takes a lot of work. And for Instagram, in some people's minds, what Instagram has done is instead cut out the middleman, because Instagram was not making money off of these people. Van is right. All those Instagrammers who was making money got banned. But a lot of them got banned because Instagram wasn't making a cent off of that. Had Instagram been making a fraction off of what those people were making, I guarantee you a lot of them would still be around. The fact now is that companies have to go straight to Instagram to learn about these people that they want to work with, that they want to sponsor. And now the sponsors will have absolutely no incentive to do it because it's like, oh, okay, here you go. I guess they'll be like, here you go, sponsor, 10% of this sponsorship, and or 50% of the sponsorship, more realistic, and we'll keep this 50 and you keep that 50. And it's like, yeah, but what the hell? You know, it's and it from a creative standpoint and a small business standpoint, especially in a small business standpoint, it's like this. We were speaking about it in the terms of single individuals. Is like, oh, now I don't have these likes. So personally, for me, now that I don't have the likes, I'm more likely to actually post. Now, just making note of it, only certain accounts in America cannot see likes. I can still see likes. Van can still see likes. Everyone in this chat can still see likes. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. Yeah.
June
I
3rd,
told you.
2014.
Make that the thumbnail.
I don't think I can. But anyways, where the fuck was I? Right. We keep speaking about it in a small person. I don't like the term influencer. I really don't. It's a weird. Some people like brand ambassadors.
That's the way. That's giving them a little too much credit.
But at the same time, it is true. They are influencers. They are literally influencing how people think, how people like their spending habits and all that. So it's a correct term. It's just a very cringy term. You know, it's like being a YouTuber instead of being a quote unquote gamer or a podcaster or a vlogger. It's like you are a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the way it works is now that all of these likes are being removed, small companies get hit. I personally believe the hardest because now it's like, oh, you know, this item that we use gets 500 likes. People like it. But now that you're not getting those likes, like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's gonna affect a lot.
Yeah,
of
it's
people.
like people are going to be like, I can't trust that this item is worth it. You might have 1,600 followers, 1,600, but it doesn't mean that like you have any like. I know a lot of accounts that have 1,600 followers, 23,000 followers, 200 likes at most.
Next thing you know, they're gonna hide away the followers.
I doubt it. I mean, you can already. I think
Dude, if they did that, oh.
That would be fucking weird, dude.
they're not going to do that. I guarantee they're not going to do that.
No, I mean they can't because then people would really
There's no
get
point.
fucked.
Yeah. If they remove the followers, then that's where YouTube can easily swipe in and take up those people.
YouTube can't do shit.
YouTube surprisingly can. Think about all the times that Instagram tried to like implement things and then YouTube implemented them as well, but they work better for YouTube, like IG stories.
Yeah.
No.
You rather watch IG stories than YouTube?
Hell no. I mean, I see the YouTube stories and I'm like, damn, they really
YouTube.
happy. Well, they don't have.
I don't like
when
YouTube stories.
Because when you, well, not
But
you
are
don't
you
have to
talking-
well, like you don't have to necessarily like them, but they're on the platform for like I guess for a sort of
Oh, no,
filler.
no. The difference between not like stories, but like IGTV. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Not
that.
Yeah.
Then no.
Yeah, IGTV is.
I don't.
I only see it once in a while because I do follow someone that uses it.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else, like after that's done, I don't watch anything else.
I feel like it's just for longer videos.
Yeah.
If they don't want to cut up the
And
longer
the thing
video.
is, it's like IGTV
it's
is
just-
like, if I wanted to watch this, I could have just gone to YouTube.
Yeah. The thing is, it's odd for me because when I see IGTV, I'll look at a video. I'm like, this is awesome. This is a cool video. I'll stop 15 seconds in and go to YouTube. Even though I'm watching it
sometimes
the
I do
exact
that.
same
Yeah,
way.
sometimes I do that.
It's like, yeah.
Like even some content creators, I know there's one who makes pixel art animations, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just post the tidbit and put the rest on YouTube."
Yeah.
You know, knowing this fucking IGTV, but it's like, no, YouTube. Everyone fucks with YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When YouTube goes, one of these days, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, what am I gonna look at? What am I gonna watch?"
Same.
Because
But let's talk about that later. Let's talk about that another day. I want to get back to the whole IG thing. So yeah, that's just how I understand this whole mentality thing. But here's the thing. People are like, "Oh, I want them to be on the like good on mentality," but it's like when I hear people speak about like I'm getting off of IG for my mental health is like it's because they saw a post that really fucked them up. Recently, there's been this post that's been on everybody's stories and it's like, click this post because it is a it has strong content. And it's the post with the oceans. Have you guys seen that one yet?
Where they're like cleaning up the ocean or something, or
Yeah, and like
the coral reef or something like
yeah,
that.
and like 5 seconds into the video, you see a man with a sledgehammer slam a baby seal's head in.
Where?
What
What?
the fuck? I have not seen that. What
This
the
is
I think I have.
this has been shared so many times in in my circle of people that I'm following on Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, this is why most people mentally like, I'm done with Instagram for the day. It's not, oh, I like to follow these Instagrammers, I want to be like them. It's, I keep seeing these really messed up posts. It has nothing to do. Well, I'm sure there are people, but a majority of it, in my opinion, has nothing to do with like, I feel bad because I can't keep up with David Ayer. It's like, I feel bad because like the people, my friends, is like, and the worst part about it is too is like when it comes to Instagram, like with your friends, you know, if you start seeing them post strange stuff, it's like the most you can do is like unfollow them, and then your friendship gets weird. It's not like Facebook. Remember when you used to unfriend someone on Facebook and all those memes of like, I unfriended this girl like a month ago and she just hit me up saying what happened. Well, now it's the same on Instagram. It's like the moment like you post something and the friend that unfollowed you or the friend you unfollowed sees it, it's like you unfollowed me, you prick. I'm unfollowing you. This is the interaction that you and me have now. It's like the fact that like the fact that like me unfollowing you and you unfollowing me puts a little tension in our friendship. That shows how strong social media is. Because it's social. I still want to be a social person with you, but at the same time, it's like that part of my brain still acknowledges I see you at school. This is just the phone. But at the same time, it's also that support system. It's that thing that Van said. It's that justification that when I post, these people come and they like it. So it for me, it's 25% the whole I want to be like someone, and 75% the content, the people, everything else about Instagram is like mentally damaging me. And I don't think it's like to an extreme. I'm just like, because personally when I see someone doing better than me, I look at that and I'm like, yo, let's get better, let's do this. Let me go find a baby seal, let me beat it shit. Like,
oh shit,
we ain't joking. I don't look at like people who are growing, and I don't think anybody should. Anybody who's listening to this, don't look at someone who's grown, who's getting up there, and be like, I wish I could do that. Look at the steps that they're taking and be like, how do I get there? And if you find that they fucked up somewhere, it's like, well, you're not really the person that I want to be. I just want to be in that area. I'm going to work for it. Don't be a bitch.
Or you know, if you don't want to work like that, just don't take my words literal. Kill them. Take their phone.
Okay, metaphorically.
And
Daddy.
Samantha at school is hurting me. All right, little orbital female. Listen to me. Don't listen to me, but don't take my words to heart. Murder her.
Take their phone and then
murder them.
And you know.
Take their phone, murder someone else.
No.
Take a picture of it and sneak it back into their book bag.
What I really meant was,
and for the love of God, wear gloves.
What I really meant was steal their phone, hack their Instagram, you know, get on there and then change their name.
The fuck is wrong with you? That's way more steps than actually killing somebody.
It is. That's that nigga. What the fuck?
Do you want to kill somebody or just steal up somebody's phone?
I think that's way harder than killing somebody.
Yeah.
That's why I said kill them, but not like kill them, just like beat them up. And then
beat them up. Don't
killing and beat up are two different things, Orbital.
I don't know
what you want to do.
I said steal his fucking car. Not forcefully have sex with his wife and burn his house down.
With his wife in it.
With the wife with you and the wife in it. How are you here?
How'd you do that? I want to know. Tell me.
Tell me, Houdini. But yeah, no, that's just my personal opinion. That's how I see it. That's how I view Instagram. It's a business move, and it's a little bit of the mentality. I'd say 80% business, 20% mental health. But we'll see, because like I said, a lot of people in America are still able to see the likes.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're affected quite yet.
But yeah, but people who are like, but the biggest thing is people who are like because I know we have a few Rwandans in who watch our stuff somehow.
What the fuck?
Don't know how you're understanding us, but thank you. I was going to make a very bad sound. Thank you. Please let us know in the comment section down below or anywhere if you are someone who is affected by this, and how does it work for you? Does it slide off? I'm more interested to talk to someone who's bigger, like Hayden Peterson or North Borders, photographers in Australia, because I've seen that they are unable to see likes. So I'm wondering how do brands approach you now that you have none? That's what I'm more interested in. But yeah, any other last thoughts, comments?
Well, I know that what is it called? Canada.
This
They're
nigga
like
forgot
this.
an entire nation.
I forgot how to say it, but Canada, they're like
Canada. That place.
yeah, their likes were gone. Like, they're happy about it because they're Canadians, so they're not gonna.
I don't think that means anything.
They're not gonna be like, no, this is shit. Like, yeah, these likes are pretty good, dude.
I think the only reason why, I guess, I don't want to say Americans, but I'm pretty sure
It's
more than just Americans are impacted or butthurt by this. I guess the reason is because
They bitch the loudest.
yeah, kind of, because of the
You realize
mindset of I have more likes, I have more followers, my followers, because of them I can get sponsors now, etc. etc.
you realize that most of American kids, millennials and whatever Gen Z, they don't want to be like typical workers, like in a factory or anything. We want to be like entertainers. Every single.
Shit.
I mean, every single one of them. Most of them.
No, I know a
that's
lot
one.
of them who are like, I want to get into front end developing. I want to do this. I want to do that. But listen, if you want to talk about like socialism and all that, we can do an entirely different podcast. I could go hit up Series right now. We can go plan it for next week.
Yeah, but you see, she don't have a mic though.
I'll buy her a mic.
Ooh.
Shit, she
Patreon.
knows
She know how to do it.
exactly what to do for me to make me buy her a mic.
Anyway, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, let's just move on.
But yeah, no, I get what you mean.
no.
You know what? I kind of want to slide in just a little bit on that. I think Orbital, what it is that it is the exact same thing we're kind of referring to. A majority of the people that we do see are from our generation. Are by the way, anyone else have anything to add before I continue?
Well, I think it might be the point you're trying to make right now, so I'm gonna let you finish.
Wicked.
Nope.
All right, cool.
Snoop.
Man, you're gonna regret that. So
Bolt.
I think the reason is just because it's like the people that we see in our generation, millennials and Gen Z, which is actually our generation. By the way, if you were born in like 1996 and up, you're Gen Z. So
Yeah.
holla. Okay, boomer.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Hi, you.
excuse me about that. I feel like we just lost a subscriber. But
Just
anyways,
Hey, my
No,
boomers out
subscriber
there.
lost me.
my
Okay.
boomers.
Okay, my boomers out there. Don't let these Gen Zs and millennials
You're
push
welcome.
your.
Me too.
Malulals.
Don't millennials. Don't let them push you around. We're
Don't let these
boomers
Gen
here.
Zs and these menopause push you around.
We have one more year to vote. I mean, we have
What? We have
We
one
have-
more year to vote.
before they take us over. So we know who to vote for. Boomers. Godspeed.
Shut your ass.
Anyways, a majority of the millennials and this nigga just said boomers Godspeed. The majority of the someone go download a shirt and fucking make that. I'm talking about one of the people in this group chat. The majority of the millennials and Gen Zs, straight out Wisconsin, boomers Godspeed, who are on Instagram are always trying to push that idea of I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be entertainer, I want to be like
boomer.
this sexy videographer. And being a videographer can be sexy, but at the same time, baby, it's like you need to be ready. Like, so whatever. And the reason
Yes.
is it's just because that's like what we see. If you're interested in becoming a lawyer, you're not gonna put in the same hashtags as hashtag, you know,
You're gonna
Creative.
have hashtag
yeah, your
lawyer,
hashtag
hashtag
Rodney King in prison,
hashtag
hashtag Epstein did it. You know, you're gonna be in that situation. For me, I'm always looking up hashtag cinematography,
guys, y'all know
hashtag
that
film crew.
Epstein
I'm not gonna see like Michael
didn't
Jordan.
die.
Huh? I'm not going to see
Epstein
like
did-
Michael Jordan in my. I'm not letting you do this. Not with that comment. I'm not going to see Michael Jordan in my hashtags. I'm not going to see these type of things in my hashtags. So when you see these type of things, or these type of millennials, that's just how I personally view it. A majority of the young people that we see on Instagram is because, you know, Instagram is in their head the platform that will get them to where they want to be as an entertainer, as a creative. That is why so many youthful people get into it. But I
But it's
have
not
hope
true
that
because
let me finish. I have hope that it's just like it's a
the
phase.
face.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm technically a mathematician. That's my major, but I would love to be a singer. It's like, cool. Continue.
I know you hear that fucking dog.
Yeah,
in
we
the
hear your
background.
dog. Continue.
I want that fucking dog. Then, you know, not
Don't
die.
say
or
it.
anything. Not die, and I get hit ran over. You know, but just, you know, become a boomer.
You're gonna cut that out, right?
No.
Okay.
I have to sit
Yeah.
down and look for it. No.
Okay,
And
so
it just barked for like a second.
no, it's been marking for like
Oh, I haven't
The
been able to
whole
hear it.
time.
We
We
didn't
only
hear it.
just heard it until you called it out.
Yeah. Like the moment you got quiet, it's like,
it's like a fucking chihuahua.
continue.
Chihuahua. So what I was trying to say is, dang, that fucking dog ruined my life.
All right, so
Past
Yeah.
Skippy.
okay, so yeah, that's just what I personally hope is that a majority of what they see. I mean, a majority of the millennials we see is just coming from that because in their mind, you know, what they want to be is, of course, the famous YouTube stars. But you know, they won't be YouTubers much longer if the FCC gets what they want from me.
Oh, yeah.
Transitioning on to the next topic, everybody. COPPA, COPPA, whatever that means, I don't know. But if you aren't
COPPA.
sure, I will murder you. Shut up and sit back down. So if you're not sure of what I'm referring to, I'm sorry, Rodel. I'm referring to. Don't cry. Don't cry. I'm sorry.
Hey.
If you don't know what I'm referring to, a quick rundown. So, probably like 3 weeks ago, the FCC or the FTC,
FCC, Federal Trade Commissions.
right. They hit up YouTube because they were like, "Hey, YouTube, you have a lot of kids in the non-YouTube kids section." And you know, fun fact, FCC would not be on YouTube's door if it wasn't for the fact that YouTube's like, YouTube, the highest grossing users of children and stuff like that. So basically, this is YouTube's fault. If you're ever curious of how this all started, it's YouTube's fault. Sorry, YouTube, we love you, but you need to stop gloating. So the FCC looks at it, and if you don't remember, there's a whole thing where it's like, you know, kids are a very special topic for FCC. For the FCC, so, or any like channel, network, whatever. So the fact that there are all these kids on YouTube, FCC had decided to fine YouTube, or they were planning to. So what YouTube had done was essentially like, how do I word this?
Yes.
Okay, a lot of shit's actually happened. So advertisers have decided to pull out of YouTube Kids. Wait, hold up. Not entirely though. So basically, personalized ads have left YouTube Kids. Okay? I think these are actually two different topics, so we're going to go one by one. We're going to go with this one, and then, yeah. So personal ads have been removed from YouTube Kids. That's not as good. That means a lot of people like Ryan's Toy Reviews are losing a lot more money.
Not Ryan.
Yeah, they're losing a lot more
God
money because,
damn.
like, instead of getting, you know, the brewed in the fondest of fire, beer so tender, Cobella, they're going to get, like, hey, this is a Wix site type of ads.
Yeah.
And while that is, you know, that's a little painful, it actually hits a little bit more. From what the FCC has said, I forgot her name. She looked at YouTube and she said, there's a high possibility we will not just be stopping at YouTube Kids. So
No, you better stop that YouTube, kid, because
Here's
actually,
no. Here's where it gets worse. So, the problem is the child-friendly videos can no longer have personalized ads because there's an idea that children are watching that. You can't advertise to kids.
but you also
So
can't.
wait. So, what about all those channels on YouTube that aren't in YouTube Kids that are still considered child-friendly? Exactly. The FCC is going after them soon. Any channel.
So what
any
is
channel that
child friendly? Like Matt, Pat.
actually, Matt Pat is technically child-friendly because a lot of videos.
So they ain't throwing some fucks and shit.
No, that's actually
Well,
a
no.
thing that YouTubers have been doing. They've been throwing like profanities in the beginning, or even in the description, so YouTube can be like,
Okay,
"All
you're
right,
good.
this is free." But here's the thing.
But also the ads.
Hold up.
See-
Here's the thing. It's
Sponsor.
so messed up because the adpocalypse was the whole situation of we are not child friendly at all, and now
Yeah.
it's the issue of we are too child friendly. Think about like our podcast. If we didn't curse, technically we'd
We're
still be
child-
considered child friendly, even though
We
like
talk
the
about
topics-
Marvel and
Yeah. And
We're
here's
talking
the thing.
about things that kids or even teens could be interested in.
Right. And here's the thing. If I'm right, I don't remember the YouTuber or YouTube themselves. But the FCC is, I believe, planning to sue, like for each video being in that category. Each
They're-
individual video gets. I could check it up right now, but yeah. And
so what? How do you? That
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
PewDiePie covered it in his video. Basically, he reviewed a video that was like, okay, so for people that are, concerned about this, don't worry, we're going to make a new robotic algorithm that will help you filter, your videos. We will start finding all the videos that we think are not deemed, or, don't comply. If you're clearly for kids, then you should be marked for kids. And if you're not marked for kids, then don't mark yourself for kids.
now,
But
does
but
that
the
sound
point-
familiar? That sounds like every single thing YouTube has ever said to fix an issue.
Mhm.
We will make something. Do
Oh,
not
yeah.
worry. It will fix it.
And that's how often does that work? Though?
So everybody that plays Minecraft is
No, yes, that's an actual
but-
thing. I looked at Game Theories. He talked about. He's like, yeah, everybody who's like making Minecraft videos are screwed.
PewDiePie said it. I watched his video yesterday. It was like there are people that are making figure reviews just for random figures. A kid could watch those willy nilly, but this YouTuber didn't intend these videos for just
For
kids.
kids,
Obviously,
yeah.
he had a broader audience. He had adults that were interested in 80s toys, or maybe we had people who were interested in South Park figurines, or et cetera, et cetera. But for some reason, because he's a toy review or unboxing YouTuber, now all of his work is either gonna have to be taken down by him or reviewed by YouTube and either fined for not being categorized as for kids, or I don't remember what the other thing was. Basically, from now on, everything that could be considered for kids has to be marked for kids before you upload. You are gonna be given that option.
Yeah, I've uploaded a few videos recently, and there is now this strange option that I have never seen before. That's essentially like, like this click this to say if this video is for kids or is not for kids. And that could be a very basic thing, But here's the thing. Oh, please mute. Okay, here's the thing. Videos have. Okay, yeah, it was the FTC that's doing this, not the
Yeah.
FCC. Well, I guess it's both. But yes.
Technically, both.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure there's always been a way to mark if it's for kids. This is just I guess more assurance for YouTube is like, oh yeah, here now you can see that our video is safe for kids. Now it's kind of funny because I did read an interview that Susan Wojcicki, if you don't know, she is the president of YouTube. And she essentially said like, yeah, I had to explain YouTube to a guy who
doesn't know it.
who doesn't have a phone.
Oh,
COPA,
Oh.
Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. There we go. I'll look it up. I'm sorry.
I mean,
That's fine.
it's for the kids. You gotta protect the kids.
You do.
Well, yeah, because basically what they had found was that kids weren't actually using the YouTube Kids app. They were just straight up on YouTube watching whatever the hell they could.
That's
I
what
mean,
my
I don't
nieces
know.
do.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen Ethan. I mean, H3H3, PewDiePie. Hell, everybody's been talking about it. These lucrative kids channels that
Well, it's not.
aren't
It's
even
not,
for kids. They just have these random ass.
Kids just looking at them.
I don't think. I don't think it's. I don't think it's YouTube's fault for that. It's for the.
It.
The
I'm
parents.
trying to the parents because
It's okay. Okay. Here's the thing. The FTC will be suing 42,000 per video that they feel meets this criteria. Goodbye
the
to.
criteria.
Huh?
Do you have the criteria? Because that's the thing I haven't gotten. Out of this whole thing, I was like, these standards seem way too vague. It's like
yeah,
anything
I
could
can
be
find it.
considered for a goddamn kid, as long as you put a kid in front of the fucking screen.
I can find it.
hello, my fucking guys, it's me. That's what you gotta say every time. Hello, my fucking guys.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. You have to say it. But here's the thing: what if like that part of your
See, now you're demonetized.
yeah, there's that too. It's like
Oh
money.
shit.
But here's the thing: you're also safe if you have sponsors.
Yeah, but
See,
if you
that's the
don't-
only. See, but that's the thing is like,
If you
if you're
don't,
small up and coming, you don't really have one.
yeah.
Unless you get lucky with Raid Shadow Legends, which we have.
Raid.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's Raid several legends. It's
No,
a
no,
cool,
no, no,
cool,
no,
We're
no.
not
Seriously though, it's like this
cool
is,
app on my phone
is
that
really fucked up.
I love playing.
No, 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 no,
24/7.
no. This is really fucked up because like, it's that idea like we were asking, so I can scroll back to it. Is what happens if YouTube goes away? And I think it would be more detrimental than like if Instagram were to just sit up and die. Like, for YouTube to go away, you have to sit down and think about all of these creatives. Like, why do they fight so hard to stay on YouTube? Because that's their job. What do they do when they leave? Like, legit think about it. All these dudes have like the ability to like Hollywood doesn't care about YouTube.
Yeah.
Rocket Jump walked up to a producing company or a company director, whatever, and they're like, we have, I don't know, 2 billion views on YouTube. Company doesn't care. The problem is, a lot of these YouTube channels get more views than a TV show. So the fact that companies do not care, okay, boomer, the fact that companies do not care, it tells you is like, if YouTube dies, if YouTube were to go away right now, these people would not have jobs. No matter how good at editing you are, like there's only the Twitch platform, and then we've already talked about it. Like, not many
Twitch
people even get noticed on Twitch. It is a hairline fraction. You could stream
It's
on
not
Twitch
even
for like
that.
2 years and only get like 15 like actual followers.
Not even just that. A bunch of people have been complaining that Twitch is just not a very stable platform because their guidelines are just as vague as YouTube's communication with its creators.
Yeah.
But going back to what you said, it's like, yeah, these YouTubers are out of a job, essentially. I mean, some of them might have, talent so they could carry on forward somewhere else. But I remember a Q&A maybe like 2 or 3 years back of JonTron, and he was like, if you weren't doing these videos, what would you be doing? And JonTron just straight up said, he's like, I don't know if I'd be doing anything else.
I'd be homeless.
Just-
Dang.
I
Dang,
mean, you
guys.
gotta remember, JonTron came from different. He had a following with, Game Grumps.
He had a following with Newgrounds first guy.
Well, see, I haven't.
Get his lore right.
Not all you fucking boomer.
Fucking then he met up with Aaron, and then they had a little. They're like, you know what? Let's make a Game Grumps, and they make Game Grumps, and then John left, and then he said some racist stuff that really wasn't racist. I forgive. And then Aaron got Dan, whatever his name is.
All right, so I'm reading right now. YouTube
And I'm just
starting.
like, no.
Sorry. YouTube starting this month is requiring all creators, regardless of location or whether or not they produce content intended for children, to designate whether their videos are made for kids. And many YouTubers are concerned that the new rule will hurt their monetization or even expose them to fines if their content is mislabeled. The change resulted because YouTube the change is the result of YouTube's $170 million settlement with the FTC and New York Attorney General for the alleged violations of the U.S. COPPA. The law prohibits internet companies from collecting data from kids 13 and under, and YouTube was accused of violating that law. And like I said, YouTube had openly been like, yeah, we've got all these kids watching us. So YouTube brought the hammer on them.
They brought the intention. They're like, oh wait, kids watch YouTube
It's
too?
really bad too, because if you remember, or maybe you don't, when you made your, well, yeah, but I'm like,
Oh.
I'm thinking about like when you would make your account, it's like, are you 13 and up?
Oh yeah.
It's like, yes, I am. So it's like, obviously these kids are like either in access to like, you know,
They shouldn't.
Here's a
They should make it where you can't watch YouTube until you have like a Google account or something, like a Gmail.
That's what my
whatever.
brother was saying. He was like, I don't see why, because they used to do that for like age restricted videos. It's like you have to make sure your account's actually eligible to
Yeah.
watch this.
Well,
thing.
here's the thing though, is like, this is gonna be weird. A lot of these kids probably are using their parents' phones and parents' equipment to look
Yeah.
at this
Oh
stuff.
yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying.
See, that's
Parents
where I go
too.
back.
Like, these
Yeah.
kids are a lot smarter than they look.
Mhm.
Like, they can just, even at like 2, they can pop out of YouTube Kids or something, or accidentally scroll into normal YouTube. And then it's like, even if they were to bring that idea of having a Gmail account, is like, it's too late. We've already pushed ourselves in. We can make this move now, but like, here's a quote. Daniel Pitt, I don't know his name, Doopie or Dopey, Doopie. So I'm gonna say Doopie. This COPPA shit is terrifying. A YouTube animator and voice actor tweeted this week. My videos aren't directed to children, but I can still get fined $42K
Oh yeah, I saw that.
for marking my videos as meant for adults because it isn't mature enough, because it can easily be mistaken. I'm heartbroken. YouTube was my dream. Shut up. Not you, Orbo. My Elsa.
Okay, no.
Hey, I'm trying to make sure we don't get sued here, boys. One day you're gonna
Elsa
look back
gay.
and be like, dang, Blur was right.
Wicked has sent the N-word like 100 times, and I'm pretty sure so has Orbital. So I mean, I don't think we have.
I don't say the
That's
N-word.
on
I
all.
am-
That's on all of Jake Paul's videos now. He's always
Okay,
saying that.
guys,
He's saying
I'm coming out as a non-black guy, and I do say the N-word still.
Oh,
Listen. There's not getting sued, and then there's getting terminated. Stop it.
he is black, my fellow friends. He is black.
He
Am
is,
I?
he is black, my fellow friends who are also black. For I am not. Nigga.
Actually, he is black.
I am black.
Yeah, he comes.
I
from,
like how he
he's
said that. I am black.
He's
I just reassured myself.
you. Nice.
I didn't sound like you were reassuring. It just sounded like you were telling me, like, I am black. All right. So here is the guidance if a video is child directed. Because you were asking, I'm Van. Children are the primary audience based on the factors described below. Children are not the primary audience based on the factors below. Okay. When deciding whether or not your channel video is made for kids, you should consider various factors. Subject matter, whether children are your intended or actual intended audience, whether the video includes child actors or models, whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, including animated characters or cartoon figures, whether the language in the video is intended for children to understand. So when you curse, you're speaking for the Ebonic children, not the suburban children. Whether the video includes activities that appeal to children, such as play acting, simple songs, or games. Whether the video includes songs, stories, or poems for children, or any information you may have helped to determine your video's audience, like empirical evidence of the video's audience.
Hold up. They said
Right.
games. Wait, hold on. They said games.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Simple
they
songs
call
or
me a man
games.
child. I'm not a man child. I like games. Games are for everyone. Songs. When they say songs, they mean like just like 21 Savage.
I don't think 21 Savage.
These guidelines were written by.
I need to call him up right now.
Like
and
she
be like,
said,
hey,
no, you can't. Like I said, whoever Susan Wojcicki was explaining to about YouTube, she said he didn't own a phone. He didn't have a phone. What did I just tell? Oh.
A fucking. Why? Go to somebody that knows how to, not a boomer.
That is, those are the people who are in charge of it. That is
I
the
don't
whole
care.
That's the whole situation of. Okay, boomer. That is literally the situation of individual, of people who don't have that understanding. But we have been quiet for far too long. Please.
Yes, it's time. It's time to rise, my brethren.
No, calm your ass down. I was
but
gonna
not
call
in a
on Wicked.
violence
Calm your
way.
ass down. I was gonna call on Wicked.
Gandhi moment.
Wicked, what are your
What's
thoughts?
Power move.
My thoughts?
Yeah, we've been
To
talking.
be
about
honest. Oh, we're still talking about the YouTube thing, right?
Yes.
Oh, fucking hell! It's a goddamn shit show, is what it is. It's horrible. It is genuinely no, but seriously, I'm concerned that, like you said, YouTube will be shutting down within the next 5 years. Not at all happy about it, because there are many channels that I watch and enjoy on a regular basis that aren't necessarily like family friendly or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Truth be told, they need to leave that shit, like YouTube Kids, like leave that shit where it is, or at the very least, make a whole new version of you. Make a whole new version of YouTube that aren't, or that won't have the same restrictions or whatever. Because at this point, it's either this, Twitch, or fucking Daily Motion.
Did you just say? Oh no! Your whole argument went out the window when you said Daily Motion. I'm sorry.
The fucking what the fuck else I'm gonna watch? Twitch?
Mixer.
IGTV.
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah,
What is
IGTV. Less. Mixer's Twitch, but Mixer. you know Ninja.
But it has Ninja now.
Yeah, Ninja is over there.
Mixer is Twix, but it's Mixer.
But it's got Ninja now.
Yeah, it's
Mixer
Ninja.
is Twitch, but it's blue. That's pretty much all I know.
But it's blue.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like X
Oh,
and
this
X,
is blue.
but
I'll tell you. Oh, we're sponsored by nobody, but Mixer is pretty cool.
Mixer. We could start streaming. You and I, we could be buddies.
Yeah, Mixer. Pay us to stream on your website,
Pay us.
and we'll start streaming. Look at our fan base.
Don't look at our fan base, please.
Crickets chirp.
Don't look at our fan base. Just pay us because we're cool guys. And gal.
Don't listen to any of
Who
them.
the hell's the gal?
Oh yeah, I forgot we're all the boys.
Don't.
Boys.
If anyone from Mixer somehow scrub
If
by
anyone,
this,
no, if anyone,
no.
from Mixer is
If anyone
watching-
from Mixer that happens to scrub by this, please don't listen to them.
Don't
Well,
listen
what
to
if we? Why you don't want to get paid? You don't want to
They're
stream
not
on
gonna
Twitch?
pay us.
You don't want to stream on
I
Mixer?
don't, I don't think that's how sponsors work. I don't think they come.
We have
that's-
0 video games up.
We have Fortnite.
We have old Fortnite.
We're gonna get fined for that.
Yeah, because
Oh,
that's a
shit.
child's game apparently.
We gotta say, I think I said fuck.
I think
One
I might
time.
have said the N word on that video. Maybe.
Wait, what are you?
What?
I'm black.
Okay.
Yeah, black people are a commodity though. You're toys to some white kids.
Oh, like what is it called? From Richard Pryor.
What?
He
I
was
don't know what this man was trying to reference.
no. There's an actual movie where this black guy, I think it's Richard Pryor, Richard something, and he's a toy for this white kid. Like he's a human, but like his dad told the kid was like, hey, buy anything you want in the store, and he saw Richard Pryor, the black man. He was like, I want that toy, and he bought him, I think.
Was it
All right. Well,
supposed
we're
to
gonna
be
continue
allegorical?
talking from this.
Huh?
I'm not gonna allow this one to keep going.
I know
So,
what he's talking about, but I don't think it's Richard Pryor.
Yes,
so
it is. It was Richard Pryor.
we do hope
Are
you
you sure?
guys are enjoying this podcast. If you're still listening, thank you very much. We enjoy your support because
Yeah, the toy. It's the toy.
things might be
Give me
getting a
fuck.
little bit,
1982.
It was Richard Pryor. Yeah.
things might be getting a little bit hairy for all of us.
Give me your money.
Not us specifically, but you know, YouTube in general.
Give me your money.
We may have to move over to Spotify and you know,
I won't
Apple
say
Play.
it.
We don't want to tell you, but things are looking a little strapped. We're not getting a lot of money. But if you want to help us, you can go over to OnlyFans. The DD twins. It's double D.
No, I think it's Snowball now. I think she
She
switched
changed it straight to Snowball.
I see you.
Yeah.
I went to your following.
me.
After we were talking about the ego stuff.
Yeah.
You follow her. I was like, wow.
I had to support her.
Well, there's a lot of strange people
But
in my
But it's
friend list,
not
but
it's not like
No, yeah, I saw it.
there's a lot of strange people in my friend list, and for the love of God, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's gonna be
I don't know.
a cold Christmas, but a warm Thanksgiving with friends and family and all those around you, holding your hands and eating on turkey and
first of all, turkey is
I will remove you and put you in baby.
the best thing of every.
Anyways, so
That's
yeah,
right.
I hope you guys enjoy.
I don't know. I don't agree with that statement, Orville.
It's just, yeah, social media is a lot more important than a lot of people realize. It
Yes,
has
And a lot of boomers realize.
it has a strong holding on the current generation, the two current generations, the main generations, millennials and Generation Z. So
And the
it will be very
in-betweeners.
interesting to see, you know, how these things turn out, how these things push on. Because if YouTube disappears, it's like, yeah, that's really going to suck. Because for a lot of people, YouTube is the escape. Instagram is the escape. But we'll focus mainly on YouTube.
It's not
Because
the
it is-
escape. It's more like I don't want to watch cable TV.
No,
I
for
want
a
to
lot of
watch.
people, it is the escape. It's because
Oh.
you are not just watching like fake, quote unquote,
It's
fake
re-
people. You're
re-
watching like Shane
real
Dawson.
people.
He's so awesome, or
Bro.
Achievement Hunter. They're so awesome. It's like you're watching, these real personalities, real
Yes.
people. So the removal of like YouTube will completely fuck over a lot of people. But
Because
that's
now they
something
have
we
to
don't.
worry about being child friendly and then the monetization. That's like you're getting punched in the face right now.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
But like the worst part of it all is it's not just the demonetization, but it's the fact that people could get sued. Like really, people are starting to delete their videos. Like if FTC really nails down the hammer on this, is like, let's say 7 of our videos are fucking child friendly, and they hit us with 42,000 times 7, which is a lot of money, which we are not going to pay because everything in this
Think I make these videos for free.
that and
real shit.
that and the Gmail account is connected to Orbital. So legally, we don't have to pay
Hey.
anything.
Damn.
It has my number on it.
It has his phone number, so they can call him personally and give him.
Oh,
I'm
I'm-
gonna answer it too. I'm gonna talk to him like, hey, first of all,
Step off, bitch.
I'm Chimchar, Toad and Choppers, so that's
I
a
don't know
threat.
what Orville is. This is
Yeah, and then I'm gonna hang up on him.
That's a
I'm Chimchar, nigga.
But yeah,
Hang up. They're gonna call me again.
Yeah, I follow this artist on Twitter, and she tweeted just a couple of days ago. She was like, "Damn, I was making tutorial videos on YouTube, and now I had to take them down. Tutorial videos of all fucking things."
yeah, it's really weird. It's like YouTube lawsuits, Instagram likes. What is that?
Twitter.
Twitter's fine. Twitter can do whatever. They
What is it? Reddit? Not Reddit. The other one. The porn.
Tumblr? Tumblr.
No, the Tumblr. Yeah.
Tumblr's kind of
Tumblr's already took the hit.
Yeah.
We've all seen Tumblr. It's taken the hit.
And,
You've seen
and
the
what happened to the audience?
Tumblr took a fat L.
fat
Audience
L.
gone.
And then what is that
They're-
other website?
Like, non-existent.
Mixer.
No, not. Or Van, you're friends with people who use their fingers for weird shit. What is that drawing website that used to exist? The one with the
Draw-
green background.
DeviantArt.
DeviantArt took a hit.
Wait,
They
they
took-
took it down?
No, it's
No,
taken
it's
a
not
No,
here.
this-
but
the
it's
the
not-
community itself is just like it's nothing but people reposting other people's art and stealing art just to
Yeah, it's
repost
just
it.
so shit. No credit, no nothing.
That's
So-
basically what, reblogging old
So it's
porn.
like for YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, in my opinion, are the I guess Twitch and Mixer, but their live stream are the 3 main platforms for original content creation. And then you gotta remember it's Facebook. So I don't think a lot of people are gonna hop to Facebook or hop back. Instagram, strictly for the phone. They're very weird about that whole phone stuff too. Like they really want you to only use your phone. Like they're like, Jesse Driftwood, for example. What he did, he was like one of the first people to like use Instagram stories to actually tell stories, to create video content and all this. And an person who worked, I heard the stories and it was interesting. A person at Instagram straight up told Jesse to stop using the stories the way he's using. That's not how they were meant. This was years ago. For Instagram, it was, this is a phone. You take a picture of it, you get likes, call it a day. It's turned into something new. And in the end, it's also still owned by Facebook. So there's YouTube.
Facebook.
I find it really funny because I'm just.
Hold up, let me hit this one last thing, and then you can continue. And I always add this point. YouTube is still in its quote unquote prototype phase. It has never made Google any money. And the fact that this is coming towards YouTube, Google will look at this and be like, listen, we have Google Fiber, we have the Google Pixel 3, we have all of these, not even just Google items, but we have all of these items. We own like all of these things. So YouTube, if you start really fucking with our earnings, we have to cut you. You have not given us anything. You are helping the creators make money, and you are making yourselves money, but at the end of the day, you are owned by us. You are pricey. We have
And
to
at
let
this
you go.
point, they're making the creators money.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta remember that shit.
Creators
you
are not getting paid anywhere near what they used to. Like it's actually very bad. That's
gotta
why
remember the times when you gotta remember those times when that YouTube logo up in the top left corner used to say broadcast yourself, and now it doesn't even say that.
Right.
Can't be expressive,
It's
you
crazy.
can't actually be creative because then you're either too mature or now you're too kiddish.
There are so many things going
Even
against.
the biggest. Oh, go ahead.
No, keep going.
I was saying, even the biggest YouTubers, they have to plug in like 3, 5, 6 ads into one video just so they can keep up the same amount of revenue. Like it's like that ad revenue is really padding the fuck out their videos, and that's why demonetization is a thing, because not only will your video get demonetized, you also won't get paid for any ad revenue it generates. So it's like
Excuse me.
you're hurt. It's basically like
Next thing you know, all these YouTubers were all together, come together for the one final reunion called YouTube Rewind 2019.
Oh man, I ain't even excited for that.
I am, because I'm ready to see it. I like looking at the comments of the people who really call it out, and I'm waiting. One of these days, someone's going to be like, yo, we're not doing YouTube Rewind, YouTube. This is not it. You have really been fucking us. Like, if we do a YouTube Rewind, we're going to let iDubbbz be in charge of it, because this is not it. Like there are definitely people who are winning, but that's because they have more than just YouTube going on. Like Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, they have their whole not clothing, but like makeup kit. They have all of that. They have like Shane Dawson's whole documentary series is on point. Okay, on point is a little sketch. All right, I'm gonna be real with you. I've seen the way he questions people. I see some of the stuff. It's like that one skinny girl. I feel like he should have looked a little bit more into her. If Jake Paul is a sociopath, I feel like the question should have been dealt. This recent one, the whole thing with James Starr and all that. The gay boy, the one.
Oh, Jeffrey Gold?
Jeffrey Dunham, the cute gay boy that I would like to get with. What is his name?
Jeffree Star?
No, not Jeffree Star.
I don't know who.
Charles?
James Charles. There we go. Now we know who's the real fan here.
Such a ass.
But yeah, no. Look like
Yeah,
he's a
you.
good-
Oh, you.
No.
you know,
Anyway, so
you
yeah,
knew.
just a whole lot of stuff. So it's YouTube has so much stuff going against it. YouTube creators have so much stuff going against them. Not only do they have this whole fine, but don't forget about the whole podcast we had a while ago where I was telling the people who are watching over YouTube's videos to make sure that they are on point are not from America. So someone who's from like Iraq in a
Oh,
location where like LGBT, I'm not adding the Q, LGBT is like a no, they can just take that video out. There's no one protecting them, and now they're getting sued, and now all this other stuff is like adding on. It's like, Jesus Christ, YouTube's got a lot of shit going up against it, and it's not having enough time to like sit back and fix it. I'm gonna just cut into this story real quick. 2 weeks ago, Markiplier had a stream, and he told because he has interactive videos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he told his fans to spam a red paddle or a green paddle, and a lot of the people in the chat got terminated from YouTube. Their accounts got blocked and banned and all of this stuff. Now,
Why?
it was a bot. You know,
Oh.
a bot had gone rogue, and they all fixed it. Everything was fixed. But in my head, I don't know why, but in my head, I was like, I wonder if there is a Batman protocol, a secret Tower of Babel system that YouTube has that focuses on major YouTubers. So if they ever do anything like PewDiePie had originally done, in a heartbeat,
Oh.
those big creators could be destroyed. So YouTube wouldn't have to be like, whoa, we can't fix this. It's like, we can't afford another PewDiePie. So that's what went on my head. And now, you know, it's just a little theory.
Oh, like the N word, what he said, and there's just like, okay,
Yeah.
no, bye.
Yeah, so it's like, I was wondering, it's like, maybe the system malfunctioned and thought Markiplier was, you know, a small spike of whatever was going on in his channel activated that protocol, and it's like, okay, Markiplier's doing something that YouTube is afraid of, that they've been planning for. You know, I'm not saying that's what YouTube is doing. This is literally just a theory, but it wouldn't surprise me, because YouTube needs to be on its toes. It needs to be prepared to be able to answer these situations. I don't think YouTube was planning or prepared for like the YouTube kids thing to come back and bite them. I feel like they thought that's all squared away.
Okay.
I mean, no one really thought about it up until the FTC was like, hey, you guys collected the data of all these kids.
Pay up. So yeah.
And I mean, it's like not even ultimately YouTube's fault. I mean, they gloated it, which is probably like their biggest bad in a while, but it's like,
It's nobody's fault.
but
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like YouTube's a platform everyone has free access to watch anything that tickles their fancy, their passion, or whatever it is they like.
Yeah,
It's like,
but it's a problem, because it's the fact that everyone's like, oh, I have freedom of speech here and this and that, and one thing I don't remember, it was someone in this chat, someone said to me they had freedom of speech, and I was like, bitch, we're on the internet, we don't have rights. Everything we have I can block you and turn off your speech right now. Like,
what you have is an opinion, not a right.
yeah,
That's a
I am on
privilege.
YouTube. I'm posting this video. If the government in Britain does not like my video, they can block it.
Yep.
They can just hit me. It's like, I don't live in this country. It's like, it doesn't matter. You are on the internet. You are not a country. You are a worldwide distributed. And if the world is not happy about it, they can deal with it. So the
There
whole
was-
situation, I want to say it's advertisers, but it's no longer advertisers. It's people getting, like, it's advertisers, you know, choose specific ads and all this. It's the FTC, and it's these people who are watching over YouTube's videos, the YouTubers' videos, and affecting the YouTubers. It is a mess. It is a shit show, just like Wicked said. Sitting down and putting these pieces all on the table is like, these are things that I do not see YouTube being able to fix without like really making sacrifices on behalf of the creators.
It's sad.
Really
I wish-
worrying.
Maybe.
What?
Wait, but did y'all say that YouTube doesn't make Google any money?
No,
No.
How
they've
does-
never made money.
Then what is YouTube? It's just
YouTube makes itself money, you know, workers and all that. But
Mhm.
Google looks at YouTube like, you have potential to do something great. And it hasn't been.
waiting.
YouTube is still
They're
in the
waiting on
prototype
Poppy.
phase, which is why it keeps on updating. It is a 2015 video game. It is not complete. It is constantly getting these uploads and these downloads to make something else work. That is the analogy I can only think of for YouTube. It is not a complete video game. It is 50% complete. You bought it. Now you just wait for us to keep throwing game updates.
And then it's like you break it, you buy it.
That shit is Fortnite Season 2, but it's still in fucking beta.
Yeah.
Dude, Fortnite needs to come out.
That shit's still early access. I'm like, bro, you've been early access for like 3 years now.
Yeah, that's YouTube. It's not done yet. That's why there's so much they got to do. Because when you really think about it, sit down. Facebook hasn't changed much at all in the last couple of years. Twitter recently just allowed you to start adding more characters.
They need to edit. They need to have an edit button. Fuck
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I need an edit button.
Because sometimes I post something, then it's like I misspell the word, and I'm like, God damn it.
Fuck.
But yeah, so Twitter has just done that. Instagram still kind of growing, but it's still the same platform. They're just changing certain things around. It's like, oh, let's add in this IGTV. There's not much else they can add in, you know?
Yeah.
It's pictures and 60-second videos and, now an hour-long video for
Now
higher
they can.
creators.
The only thing they can do is really just delete stuff.
Yeah. But
Key.
YouTube, think about YouTube like this. It started out with videos and, the comment section, and now it has a community tab. Now it has streaming. Now it has pictures. Now it has stories. YouTube is still being built.
Yeah.
Sure, it's being built off the ideas of these other platforms. But what YouTube does is the same thing that Instagram did with Snapchat. Because Instagram did it, to Snapchat, everyone was like, man, that sucks, but nobody really did anything. Sure, someone got sued, but nobody cared. YouTube's doing the same thing Instagram did to Snapchat. All you got to do is all your platform has to do is fail for like a month or more before more people start looking at these other social media sites that can fill their need. Like TikTok, I was talking to myself today. TikTok is just the creative version of Snapchat. You're able to splice videos together.
And it's gotten a lot more popular.
Yeah.
TikTok is this trend-setting app. If you get famous on TikTok, then you're good.
Yeah.
You're set.
But then again, what does that sound like? Sounds like Vine.
Yeah.
So
It's
Yeah, I thought
replacement for Vine.
just
TikTok.
Oh,
TikTok was musically.
I get what you were going for. Okay.
Then we never got Vine 2 like we were promised.
Yep.
So just give it a bit.
I mean, does it even matter if Vine 2 comes out? Fucking TikTok.
If it does come out, it's just like he. Nope. These are my fans now.
Pretty much. So
And then when TikTok dies, we're gonna have that whole resurge of people on YouTube. Well, if YouTube's even fucking helpful for those people anymore, because TikTok's a weird ass place. I'm not gonna lie. That shit is just a nest of
scum
either
and
you got,
villainy.
yeah, it really be.
Y'all watch Smosh, right?
No,
I used to.
I haven't watched them in
Uh,
13 years.
Come on now.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what
well,
the fuck. they're
because when Vine was canceled, Courtney, Keith, Olivia, someone else, they all joined on Smosh.
Where
So-
is
Are you
Maybe
talking about the ones where they started doing Smosh games? and
what's
stuff?
Snowball's Instagram name?
Snowball 157 something. It's her Discord name thing.
Found it.
Is it? What the fuck?
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
weird.
See, this is what I mean. Just a quick off turn. You can see the likes that she has, even if
Yeah.
the picture, the like item wasn't there. Being a female posting these content, you're still gonna win. But yeah, nah, all these problems. TikTok, Twitch, social media. Social media is so important. It is important to the creatives. It is important to the people watching the creatives. It is important to the people who are in charge of the platform. It is important to the advertisers. And you're wondering why it's important to the advertisers, other than getting their items out there. If the wrong person has your ad in front of it, you could lose a lot of money. If your ad is not if you are a French ad, if you are selling a French wine, and then your
You
ad just
said-
so happens to be on a Taliban video. Hashtag
Yeah.
Charlie, if you know what I'm trying to refer to. You're not gonna be happy at all. So yeah, that's where I end my thing. Anyone
That's
else?
where I end my thing.
I lay my
Kelly.
trap card and I end my turn.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Anyone have anything else to add?
No.
Just
Cafe.
just my disappointment, but that's about it.
I don't think the Black
I
man
mean,
is the
in
same
terms
thing.
of Instagram, whatever, it's like Instagram's fine, but YouTube's like, I feel like if YouTube just figured out what it had, like if it actually sat down, maybe talked to some creators about what they need to do.
They have.
See, but that's the thing is like, you hear that they do, but it's like, have you ever realized that it's not? It oftentimes not a lot of the YouTubers that actually matter. It's just normally the ones that are just fine no matter what you. It's always I don't want to say yes man, but it's always like, I guess the fail safe YouTubers they talk to.
I want to say that's Markiplier, but at the same time, it's like it's not Markiplier.
See, I was thinking Markiplier, but I feel like after
Mm-mm.
his hit, I was like, nah.
He's
nah,
put-
I don't-
When you really think about Markiplier, he's put a lot on YouTube. Like, yeah, he has these other things. Like, if YouTube were to die, he'd probably be okay because he still has like live shows and all that. But it's like
Yeah,
he still fights YouTube.
yeah.
He called out YouTube when his people got banned. He went the whole 9 yards, and then ran into the crowd to shake everybody's hand to make sure those people got their accounts back.
Markiplier has always been a people person.
He's a good person, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's just I don't know who YouTube would talk to, because at the same time, it's like if YouTube were to talk to people, it's like they'd get the same answers. Like, what should we do to fix this? It's like I don't know, because YouTube's reaction again is we're gonna make bots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, hasn't worked out before. And when they used people, it was always, I think, like we said previously, biased people.
Yeah,
You're either gonna get people who are deliberately either targeting, because I don't know if you guys heard, but it wasn't recent. But you guys remember when Alex Jones was like kicked off of YouTube and whatnot? H3H3 on their podcast, they had asked for permission to talk about him. And
to YouTube.
yeah, while on their podcast, yeah, they had asked YouTube for permission to talk about it because it was such a sensitive subject that YouTube didn't want anyone fighting over it. But H3H3, they reached out to YouTube and they were like, yeah, you guys can talk about it. And that's what YouTube told them. And then when they were having the podcast, a moderator, I think, came in and took them down and gave them a strike. After they had asked for permission, they had to fight YouTube like, hey, we had your permission. Why did we still get taken down and, struck?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. And they were like, oh, yeah, because one of our moderators looked at your content. It's like,
Yeah, he didn't get the memo.
so it's like, you're either going to get a bot that doesn't know the difference between right and wrong because your content is nuanced.
Or you're gonna get
Or
a person
maybe-
who doesn't know right and wrong.
Yeah.
Person
So-
who doesn't like your content. Anyway,
It's just I feel like it all just depends on YouTube having actual guidelines instead of actual. I mean, I'm sure they do. I'm pretty sure they're not just willy nilly. Just saying, oh, don't do bad stuff. I'm pretty sure they have their rules and whatnot, but I feel like a big part of the problem is just not I guess, because I feel like I was thinking about it earlier, and you know how they have ratings for games, the ERB rating. It's like, oh, mature, oh, this is not. I feel like that should be something YouTube should probably work on, because if we're gonna be worrying about what kids are watching, I feel like there should be, a rating, or not just a rating, but let's say like a YouTuber should be in control or should ask for some help to be able to categorize their channel so that they're not just kicking out a whole group. Like, say, teenagers and up, obviously you want YouTubers who acknowledge that their fan base are teenagers and up to upload to those people. People with more mature content can upload to people who are more mature, etc., etc. But anything just to get kids away from YouTube. And, you know, I wouldn't normally say that because, you know, YouTube's whatever. Anybody should be allowed to use it. But since this is such a big deal to the FTC, I feel like YouTube should step their game up and figure out how to help the YouTubers not make these mistakes, so not only them, but they don't. Not only YouTube, but the creators as well don't get fucked. Because I feel like if you put it in a black and white, oh, you're mature or you're kiddish, you're gonna either end up fined or demonetized, or, you know, not making enough money anymore to support yourself on YouTube as a platform.
Exactly.
I feel like there has to be, like, I don't know, just a rating of some sort. Something that says, oh, this YouTuber's comfortable with everyone. Oh, this YouTuber is, you know, their demographic is more mature people. Oh, this YouTuber is strictly more adult people. You know, obviously you don't want someone who's tossing around conservative or, you know, agenda at your 5-year-old. I mean, not assuming that you have 5-year-olds, but you don't want them at your 13-year-olds. Maybe you don't want them at your fucking 16-year-olds either, but you maybe also don't want your adults getting, you know, recommended kiddie shit if that's not what they want. I feel like there just needs to be a filter to help out the YouTubers, so that instead of like the black and white, they can figure themselves out, so they don't get people they don't
Can y'all
want.
hear that?
Yeah, a little.
I got some choppers
Choppers.
over my fucking house.
But yeah, there's just a lot. Conversation has taken a very big turn. People's livelihoods are at stake here. People could get hurt. People could lose money. People could lose the following that they need to continue their business. And I think that it's something people need to realize that. And now that I'm saying out loud, that whole mentality, that whole mental health thing now goes hand in hand with the safety of that social media, that website, that platform that they are on. It is no longer just, this website's bad, I gotta go. Because here's the thing, you always come back because there's nothing else. So if that website's bad and you keep coming back, you're not helping yourself. I'm taking a 10-day cleanse. You took one 3 months ago. I'm taking another one. It's like,
Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
you're just coming back.
Hell, after that big hit on Tumblr, like a month later, I was like, damn, I really cannot live with this stupid ass app. It's like, damn, it's like one of the three I use between Instagram, Twitter, and fucking Tumblr. If not Discord, but you know, we only talk in Discord.
Yeah, Discord.
Like, this isn't a place for fucking social gathering. I mean, kind of is, but
Yeah.
not for the same reason that Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr are.
Yeah. But anyways, I think we should end off there. Anyone else got anything else to add? Please don't be 15 minutes long.
First of all, shut up, Chimp Charles is talking.
I thought you were about to call him a chimpanzee, and I was like, whoa, hold up now.
No, I'm Chimchar.
I'm gonna need you to change that. When talking to Wicked, I'm gonna need you not to refer to yourself as Chimchar. Or me. Or anyone else that's black. Except for Ryoku.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I'm fucking dead. Anyway, I was gonna say R.I.P. John John Witherspoon.
Who?
God, you were
I feel like he mentioned him a while back.
That's heartbreaking. Wow. Okay, does anybody here watch the Boondocks?
Oh, Reese Witherspoon's husband.
I hate you.
God.
Exactly. That's him.
Continue.
Friday,
loved,
Boondocks, fucking.
he loved him white women.
I never watched Friday, so keep going.
Anyway, he
Hey.
died.
Your RIP went out the window. It's okay.
I'm saying,
Don't explain yourself to this foul beast. Oh man.
oh, wild beast.
Just because I have BET on block on my TV doesn't mean. I don't know what it doesn't mean, but I have BET on block. Rest in peace, whoever you are.
This is BET stamp.
I don't know you personally. I didn't really watch Friday, the second one. I only watched Friday the not
13th.
really. But
I watched the first one and the third one. I never watched the second.
I watched Boondocks a little bit, but I know you were the old man.
Oh, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Man.
See, he could have just said that. Exactly.
I figured it was gonna be him. I was like,
You know,
But yeah, he's married to Reese Witherspoon,
Okay, cool. Cool.
and that's pretty much it.
So yeah, what Wicked was saying. Rest in peace, Grandpa.
I'm about to make me some noodles.
He was in a bunch of other movies. I just can't.
But no, we're talking about Grandpa.
He was in a bunch of other
No,
movies.
I don't care. He was.
I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Can
He's
we
Grandpa.
continue talking about the situation? Because
Yeah, we're not trying to bring down everybody's. Like, oh shit, I forgot he died. Why'd you do that?
Okay,
Whoopsie.
let me just fix this one thing, Wicked. I'm gonna fix what you just said, Orbital. I'm not trying to uplift everybody from this death situation, this horrible situation. I'm trying to keep them low for the podcast. That's what you meant to say, Orbital.
good job.
Wait, hold on. What did I say?
Nothing, Orbital. Keep going, Wicked.
That's all he wanted to say.
Really?
RP Grandpa.
Really?
Give me your money.
Yeah.
That was really it.
Oh, okay,
You
cool.
didn't say RP Epstein, but okay, go off.
R.I.P. Epstein.
This man really just said go off. Alright. He's taking my
I
spot.
want you to know. This is completely unrelated to the subject, but I want you to know the officers in charge of his cell were charged with fraudulence.
Yeah, I don't really care. He's dead already.
I don't really care. Orbital, they were thrown under the bus, but alright, go off, I guess. Anyways. Alright, hope to see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this comes out Thanksgiving morning.
Thanksgiving week.
Let us know how your turkey tasted in the comments.
If it's dry, then you gotta slap your grandma.
You gotta leave that house.
Yeah.
You gotta move out. Alright,
Slap your grandma.
once again, with me I have Apple Van Jack.
The one and only.
Chimchar. Hello, I'm toting choppers.
Orbital Spirit.
He's also black.
But I'm Chimchar also.
And Kid Wicked.
Gang, remember we out.
He's also Chimchar.
He's not black.
Not Chimchar.
And me, your gracious host, Leo Young. See you next one.
Black.
He's a chimpanzee.
Hey everyone, Apple Van Jack here from the Frontier YouTube channel. That's unfortunately the end of today's video, but if you liked that, how's about leaving us a like, a subscribe, or maybe even leaving a comment behind? We appreciate you for being here and we hope to catch you on the next one. Thank you. We appreciate you all for watching.